Presenting the next disruption with digital incubators and accelerators.
So as you can see, we present a breakthrough, which is called the Integrated Digital Incubator and the Accelerator. In short, it is called IDEA, IDEATE. The ultimate and the cutting edge innovation tool set today, which is consisting of 6 tools: iWIN, IDEATE, iSTART, ISS, iResearch, and iPRESENT. I'll tell you more in details about them later on. Our tool set converts any smartphone or a PC into a digital incubator and the accelerator. So imagine that anybody's PC actually becomes the incubator where he can incubate a business idea for the mass entrepreneurship movement. So as far as we are concerned, we are the global award-winning company, the #1 platform for ease of setup, for ease of admin, ease of use, the platform for going into the right direction that enables people to transform their ideas into the breakthrough innovations. And that is why we were selected as one of the top companies in India. And excellent, feedbacks is something that we have received from the best academic leaders. So it is basically the idea to overcome all the barriers on your mind to market journey. More than 5 lakh users, they generate extraordinary value from thousands of brilliant ideas from the software and solutions that we provide. And we have some resounding accolades from the industry in terms of unmatched functionality, flexibility, and future ready. So this is as far as the product is concerned. And the most important thing is that this all-in-one idea that we have, it supercharges 3 ecosystems: the skills ecosystems, the innovation ecosystem, and the startup ecosystem at a higher education institution. So you can say that everything that you desire today is there in all-in-one package that we provide. And the skilling part, today more than the entrepreneurship or startup, I think reskilling of the students is very important, because the conventional qualification, there is an oversupply of that. And these skills, they provide a very good differentiator to the students. So whether it is critical thinking, creativity, ideation, design, innovation, technology intelligence, networking, these are all latest skills which is required by the industry: conceptualization, problem solving, active learning, research, cognitive flexibility. These are very important for the students to get the jobs these days. And of course, we also supercharge the entire innovation ecosystem, which you can see here. So when it comes to compliance with NISP, compliance with NEP, compliance with ARIA, so all the infrastructures that you have created today in terms of EDCs, the new generation IIDCs, the Idea Lab, Untitled Incubators, IICs, this is the brain. This provides that intelligence for people to convert and supercharge it into the innovation ecosystem. The other important part is it boosts the startup ecosystem. Today, the world is all about technologies. So these tools, they help you in creating next generation innovation with technologies: smart cities, smart products, clean tech, 3D printing, AR, VR, so on and so forth. So tech startup ecosystem, technology-driven innovation and entrepreneurship is something that we have it in mind to maximize the key performance measures. And of course, saving a lot of money in setting up the physical incubators and accelerators for either for the government, industry, and the academia. You will see that the digital infrastructures are being replaced today. I mean, they are replacing the physical infrastructures for skill, scale, speed, and efficiency. So no land cost, building cost, furniture cost, manpower cost. The differentiator we have is 100x values at 100th of the cost. So that is something very, very important. But I will take 2 minutes to explain to you why digital incubators are superior to the physical incubators. These are the most important slides for you to understand the value of the product. See, there has been a great shift in the economic value creation in the digital age. If you see what is valued, information, knowledge, and ideas. Who produces this value? The people both inside and outside the organization. How is the value created? In the process of connection, co-creation, and collaboration. But the most important question is, where does the value creation happen? This is happening mainly on the virtual environments with the help of the specific tools. So, in this fast innovation age, the speed at which the company discovers, develop, and implement the ideas for new products and services becomes the most important competitive advantage. And if you see here, we provide you with all the 6 tools integrated into one cloud platform. And a very important part of this is the World Innovation Network. This is the app which has got the whole ecosystem of innovation. So you can expand the innovation beyond your institute silos and tap into the global network of endless opportunities. So you can leverage the unlimited innovation potential. This app connects the innovation seekers with innovation providers, the startup seekers with startup providers, and technology seekers with technology providers. And it has got the next generation of stakeholders, corporate venturing companies, the corporate accelerators, co-innovation centers, and largest innovation markets, which provides mentorship, prototyping support, domain expertise, customer network, funds, scale up, everything required to a startup today. So you see how you can leverage this new unlimited potential. This is our new ecosystem where the corporate accelerators, the companies, and the corporate venturing companies are collaborating with the startups, entrepreneurs, academia, researchers, the expert communities, professors. And this is how the new value actually is being driven today. So it's a very dynamic platform. The world is my lab. Instead of the old paradigm, which says that the lab is my world. Because this actually creates the exponential growth. And we wanted to provide the institutes with a platform which will exponentially increase their innovations and startups over a period of time. And in 4 steps, you can see on this open innovation platform, simple 4 gateways of win. You discover open innovation challenges and needs. You innovate, you collaborate, and you scale up. 4 simple steps which completely outdates the conventional innovation ecosystem, which was a stage gate process. This was a completely internal and narrow outlook based system where the organizations and institutes were having stage gates of ideation, planning, development, testing, launch, etc., but all based on their own internal ideas. And that is the reason that it entered and faced a lot of problems. There were no breakthrough ideas, focused totally on internal brainstorming, disconnected, losses, no investors, high failure rate of about 95%, and agri stakeholders. But when you see the advantages of the next generation open innovation platform that we provide, that enables you in technology scouting, discover the blue oceans, global opportunities, and disruptive innovations. This is the most important aspect of the whole journey. The next tool that we provide is called IDEATE. It is called the innovation Rubik's, the set of 12 idea generators to generate breakthrough ideas in a flash. Imagine, when you want an idea and you have a Rubik's Cube in front of you, which you can shuffle to create some amazing permutations and combinations. So based on gamification of ideation, this tool helps the students to completely change their perspectives of creativity. Completely change the way they are going to be innovating in future by connecting the unconnected dots. The next resource that we provide is called iSTART. These are the guided mind maps for your startups. The set of 100 guide maps, which has got pointers at every step to transform the evolutionary idea into a revolutionary innovation with the least amount of mentorship from the faculty, with the least amount of pressure of training from the faculty. So the faculty can only focus on telling them whether they have adopted the right steps or what should be the best course of action to be taken, and they can focus on mentoring. They can select, if they have 5 ideas, which one to go in for, etc. You can compare iSTART, just like the Google, the Google Maps. You are never stuck up anywhere. You will always find your destination. So in a very similar way, your students will never get stuck up anywhere, right from an ideation stage to the stage of Series A of funding. And that is what is our objective. So today, if you want to democratize the innovation and entrepreneurship movement, this tools comes as a very, very important tool for them. This can also be translated into the local languages, in any vernacular language, in any language of the world. The next is we provide iResearch, the curated list of 1,000 plus futuristic ideas for the technology startups. So it's a research to create a new future. Then we provide ISS. How do I assess the power of my idea? How do I do my idea validation? If there are 3 ideas, how do I find out which one is the best idea that I have? Will this fail? Will this succeed? There are so many questions, in the fuzzy front end, which are all resolved because of these assessment tools. And last but not the least is called the iPRESENT. The premium presentations, the pitch decks, the value canvas, the market plans, DTM, etc. So these are some very important tools that we provide to the academia. I would like to showcase some of these tools to you now. I hope I am audible and you can see my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope there's no problem, right?
No.
Okay. Now let us explore the series of mind maps that we have. I hope you can see my screen of the mind maps, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So imagine that you have everything, a student gets everything, right from, ideas to designing products, to creating tech startups, to doing a competition analysis, business modeling, go-to-market, fundraising, everything is there on this, if he's on a startup journey. So how do I resolve, the problems? I can simply go and click on this mind map. So these are the guided mind maps. The pointers at every stage, guiding the students to create a new breakthrough. So how do I explore the challenges? This is what one click and he goes on our World Innovation Network. And all the challenges of the world are here on your screen. So they can actually see what are the various challenges that they're passionate about and they want to work on. I can go on Unilever to open the challenges and see in few seconds. I find that, I can see all the challenges that Unilever has given us to resolve. So, climate action, protect the and regenerate the nature, waste-free world, positive nutrition, the future of work. I can go and click on this. And you can see there are again so many challenges. Sustainable packaging for ice cream. This is what I call a $1 million idea for which a tremendous amount of market research has been put in. So when it comes to creating the product and the market fit, and when it comes to finding out your next breakthrough idea, it is all here. Reduces tremendous amount of research time. So all the ideas you will find the students can see over here. There are plenty of more companies that they can explore. But the next one, exploring the needs of the MNCs or the other companies. In one click, you can see that you can explore the needs of so many organizations in every sector. What do they need today? Unless I know what is the customer need and my customer is my industry, how will I innovate for them? So whether it is FMCG or automotive or pharma or chemical or energy or banking, electronics, everything, whatever the student is passionate about. And in one click, he can go and see just in the FMCG sector, you can see 36 items. There are 36 companies who have given their needs over here in their corporate accelerators. So whether it is PepsiCo or Nestle or L'Oreal or Estee Lauder or Starbucks, Kellogg's, if you are interested in FMCG, please explore this section. In one click, I am inside. And this is what open innovation is all about. Innovating together, connect and develop. You can view the current needs. So they have got so many needs. Fabric care, life lab, oral personal, beauty grooming, spa, it goes on. So if I really want to find out more about oral personal, they have given 15 current needs. You can see the sleep technologies because of the rising stress levels of people. Diagnostic technologies in healthcare, oral care. It's endless. You can simply go and select. Supposing I find out this need important for me, I can simply go over here and go back to my mind map and paste my problem definition over here. So this becomes my problem that I want to work on. This is the most important phase of any startup, any innovation. The rest of the steps are nothing but a follow-up of this idea that you're working on. So the first step of finding out a problem or a need is very important. The next pointer is about analytical thinking. So you analyze. What are the causes? You can simply put it and write over here. These are the causes. Why? Where? I can expand it in one go. I can answer to all these questions. So a scientific approach, instead of following a haphazard approach, which is preferred by the venture capitalist, they will not get any funding if they don't follow this approach, because these are the approaches and practices, the best practices followed by the top venture capitalists of the world. So we studied them, how they fund the startups. They don't go for any kind of a guesswork. The creative thinking part of it. This pointer, simply go and click here. So you can see the creativity part tells them to imagine, come with the out of the box ideas. But what is out of the box ideas? Click here. Explore ideas that are unusual, not limited and controlled by rules, limitations, and boundaries. So if you have any idea, please put it here. Divergent thinking. So the learning and the ideation goes together. Unlike a place where we learn on a different platform and don't apply that knowledge because we forget it. So what is divergent thinking? As many possible alternative solutions. So please give that here. Convergence, iterations, what if scenarios. What if we make it virtual? So do you want to make a virtual museum? We thought of the virtual incubators. What if we discontinue this practice? At no point of time, the student is ever stuck up. And he is able to unleash the best of the ideas. So the pointers, they provide the students with all the directions that they need to do. Design thinking. So what are the principles of design thinking? Everything at one place. And then it says that consult the idea generator, which is there on your screen here. A 5 into 5 into 5 cube. I can shuffle this. So how do I make the product new and simpler, different and combined, style and solutions? You know, I can shuffle it further. I can shuffle it further. How do I make it self-driven? Till the time I get an idea. And this is programmed for a 20 times of random shuffling. So however weird the new idea looks like you today, a combination, it becomes the breakthrough innovation of tomorrow. I can go on and on with this ideation process. So when we were doing the ideation workshop for Tata Motors, these are ideas from the mind maps copied and pasted here. From the idea generator copied and pasted here. So when the word sensor came in, they say, why can't we have a distance sensor, which will calculate the distance of the car that is trying to overtake and sound the alarm so that the accident is prevented in case the distance is not, overtaking worthy. So these idea generators, the ideas from them can also be copied and pasted on the mind map. They serve as the main ideas for expansion. When it comes to idea generation, I think that it really becomes a very, very powerful technique. So we were here on the design part. So how can we utilize a different material? How can we eliminate this part? They know the principle, they know the pointers, and they simply write. All these, they enable the people to come up with innovative solutions which are faster, better, simpler, cheaper, greener, smarter, and lighter. Now imagine that every time in a class, the professor has to repeat this for thousands of students. But today's generation, the digital natives that we have, they love to work on these kind of platforms. It saves tremendous efforts. And imagine if you gave a blank slate of a mind map to the student and told him that come with your new idea. This is how a blank slate looks like. How will he come up with an idea with this? It is very difficult. So the platform provides extremely important informations, connections. This is just the first mind map. And then if I have come out with a solution, will it work? This is where 95% of the startups, they fail. because they cannot assess the desirability, the feasibility. They cannot assess the viability, the scalability, sustainability, and last but not the least, the compatibility. Is it relevant with the times? And if you want to assess the idea, the power of the idea, you can simply go here and check the power of the idea by putting the right ticks. The problem tackled, the innovation, and you will see your graph over here, the shortcomings that you have, the total idea score that you have. If it is 54, why it is 54? Because it is not environment friendly. If we can move this from here and make it this, my score becomes 61, which is a good chance of success. So very important from the student and the faculty point of view to assess the power of the idea at a very, very beginning stage, so that we can prevent the failures from later on. So these mind maps, they guide the student and the faculty at every step. Look at the next mind map, the product and a design. So how do you create design innovations? One click. And even in terms of developing their thinking skills for design innovations, it is there on your screen. So how do you eliminate the harmful effects, the scarce materials, expensive parts? How do you adjust within the time, space, and money, the vertical farms? Every stage of design is covered. You want to go for the advanced, designing platforms, which is very, very important. Even that is available here. So all the principles of design on the screen. The principle of segmentation. So how on the basis of this principle, IKEA created the modular furniture. So we asked the student, what is your design concept based on this principle? So learning and application of that learning happens simultaneously. That is why this is called the integrated platform. And if I want to see what are the design challenges of the world, I can simply go on top and see the global design challenges on the World Innovation Net. So all the design competitions, the Lexus Design Award, the Red Dot Design Award, the Michelin Challenge, everything in every area, which enlarges their perspectives to think in a much better way. It globalizes their thinking. So you will find that, these mind maps that we have, tech startups, if you are interested in technology integration, you pick up any idea today, any technology today. So let us say the student is interested in drones because India's drone policy is out. He can simply go on the drones platform. Look at the ideas, the pointers. Where do you want to use the drones today? Industrial applications? In one click. Oil and gas? How can you detect pipeline damages? In the area of forestry, how can you, monitor the illegal quarrying? These are some of the problems that we have here in India. Construction and warehousing and chemicals. Now imagine a new student who has to think about an idea about a drone. You only become creative when you are given so many options. Your mind starts working. But give me a blank slate and tell me that, please come up with a new idea on the drone. And you would just tell him this. I've seen even the best of the executives struggling in the industry. And connected to the drone technologies, the World Innovation Network, which keeps on telling them about the new trends and the new applications of the drone technologies, which is happening. So if I want to see how is this technology being used for pressure washing of the skyscrapers, one click I can see. And there are so many other applications of drone technologies, very, very interesting in terms of stimulating the imagination of students. How are the drones being used, as the ambulances? How are they being used in the mining field? How are they being used in the disaster management? I mean, in the best interest of time, I would only restrict it to this place. And then, so you can find here that, when it's drone technology, also connection with the drone solution providers. So if you want to learn from them, if you want to partner with them, who are these solution providers? Today, innovation is not just about starting from scratch. It is also about finding the market for the technologies. So if you want to partner with a drone seed for rapid reforestation or for the protection of the forest and illegal quarrying, you don't have to reinvent the drone. You simply have to partner with it. And this is actually the technology intelligence because of which Samsung became the world leader. They went to Silicon Valley and partnered with Google, and the world leader Nokia was thrown out. But do we have this technology intelligence with us? Our people can't go to Silicon Valley. But the most important thing is that Samsung was aware that Google is working on Android. Are we aware of the various technologies which are there today? The answer is no. So this keeps us completely ahead of the technology curve. I can select from so many other technologies there. The competition SWOT, the business modeling. How do I create a business model? Because our students who are engineers, they lack in the commercial knowledge. And that is what was the purpose of NEP. Multidisciplinary learning. Our MBAs don't know about technologies and our engineers don't know about commercializations. So when it comes to business modeling, first of all, we must know what is our value creation. So on the basis of the last mind maps, what were the challenges, what was our solution, what is the technology, design, our advantages, etc. we should know. And the next thing is, we should know how are we going to be generating revenues from it. What are the possibilities? Will it be service-based? Will it be production-based or a production and service-based? Will it be advertising-based or a combination of all the three? Give me the options. This enables them to commercialize the product in a much better way. And of course, last but not the least is the operating model. Will I be B2B or a B2C? Will I be a multi-brand or will I be an aggregator, like Airbnb? Or will I be a value-added seller? What will be my operating model is very important. Would I want to go for franchising and that too maybe e-commerce? So everything has got examples and the learning over here on the same slide. And if you have an idea about a franchising, all you have to do is select and say that this is the way I want to franchise this. So what is your go-to-market strategy? No venture capitalist is going to fund any money unless he sees that you followed the systematic pattern. So what is your go-to-market strategy? and see what it consists of. This is the make or break for any kind of a startup. Every card, every pointer over here consists of very important information and ideas. So what is going to be your brand positioning? What is going to be your customer segmentation? So look at these ideas, look at these mind maps and see that, you are able to create a great startup. When it comes to fundraising, not only the traditional VCs, but connecting them to the corporate venturing capital companies. So whatever be your startup, how can you connect with the CVCs in every sector? So if you have an idea or a startup in the automotive field today, simply go here. This connects you with all the automotive corporate venturing companies whose business is to invest in the automotive startups. And they are far better than the traditional VCs, because they're not interested in making money or exploiting the startup. They're more interested in creating a solution for the customers and don't mind parting a very good share to the startups. I can go here and submit my pitch deck to Toyota right online. I just need to answer a few questions. So the whole World Innovation Network that you have, is here on your screen. 5,500 connections to challenges, to ecosystem, to investors, to knowledge, to technologies, technology solution providers. So it's not just about the robots, but very important part is the next channel, the robotic solution providers. The entire ecosystem is on your screen. The funding platforms, the challenges, the global challenges, everything that you can ever think of in the field of innovation. Hundreds of corporate venturing companies funding in so many sectors. So if you have one idea in the healthcare today, you have 28 companies who are fighting to get that idea. So we have reversed the queue, where instead of a student standing in a queue, the companies are standing in a queue to get his idea. And imagine his negotiating capacity. So if you have one idea, it is not just Johnson & Johnson, it is Bayer, and it's Pfizer, and it's Merck Ventures, all of them looking for that next breakthrough. The hundreds of accelerators for FMCG, automotive, and the best part is all of them helping at every stage of the business. So this is what is called Open Bosch, a win-win partnership between Bosch and the startups. So what is in it for the startups? The startups can sell the idea at the POC stage. Today, this market needs ideas at every stage. So the students can become serial POC creators. They don't even have to go till the stage of the startups. They can test their ideas. And India today is considered as one of the topmost countries in the world. And these companies are very receptive to India. They can test the ideas. They can learn from their domain experts. They can speed up network and scale, which is one of the biggest challenges. So have a look at these, these companies, who are there on this platform. Everything is what that they provide. accelerators by pharma, by energy companies. But the beauty is that these companies, they are not like the venture capitalists. And they partner with the entrepreneurs and the startups today. Even to work with the startups on the unproven early stage ideas, which nobody will do. So that is, I think, the power of the entire package that we provide to you here in every sector. So accelerators in every area, accelerators in renewable energies, construction, telecom, agriculture, aviation, the Indian side of it. We converted Aditya Birla into the open innovation company. So BizLab Next, Tata Innoverse, the challenges that they pose with the reward money. In one click, you can find them all. Motivating your employees to take part in these challenges is very, very important. And this is what is the most important factor, that you will see, which is given to the students. If they don't want to go to Toyota and just want to work with the Indian companies, Maruti's May, Mobility and Automobile Innovation Lab, platform for technology startups to create new digital solutions. Everything is available at the click of a button. Vedanta, how do you convert a waste into wealth? Innovex by GMR. Hundreds of these companies who have followed the whole trend of corporate venturing and corporate acceleration. And all of them providing the same support, the ecosystem exposure, the mentoring support, because I may not have the airport mentors, funding opportunities. So what is it that you want? Well, I think I have taken more than 40 minutes. Thank you very much for your patience. There is a lot more, but in the best interest of time, I have to restrict myself here. But I just wanted to tell you that if you see the power of the package, the mind map is not only for the startups. There are mind maps for every function. The industry functions, the manufacturing process. There are so many manufacturing plants we have in India. The factories, we have mechanical engineers. How will they create a positive contribution to them, even while they are their interns? So what are the machine factors responsible for poor productivity? What are the methods factors? How can they, even while they are their interns, how can they help the companies with these pointers to remove the problems that they're facing today? The materials factors. How can they minimize clutter, optimize storage, reduce the material movement? All burning questions, the main factors when it comes to their skills and efficiency. So it's a complete encyclopedia, you can say, improving the quality of those organizations that your people are visiting. In fact, they would love to have the interns from you because, you have this kind of tools available with you. I hope you